nation.
Whenever Prophet made that clarion call to obey only Allah, then opposition started. So, these true madrasas, ulama are produced. It is Islamic khidmat, it is Islamic service, no doubt. Tablighi Jamaat Islamic service, no doubt. In the same way, if you simply preach as wise, as Mufassir Quran, millions of people may listen to you and the vested interest will not oppose you. But the moment you want to establish Islamic law, the moment you want to establish Islamic government and Islamic state, then vested interest of all kinds, political, economic, cultural, social, and even the religious leadership will oppose you. And that happened in the case of every prophet. There is no prophet who has escaped this kind of opposition. Only two names I find. One name is Adam alayhi salatu wassalam. He was the first man, there was no other person to oppose him. The second name is Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salatu wassalam. His father Dawud alayhi salam, through long struggle, established Islamic state in Palestine. And his son Sulaiman alayhi salam was also a prophet. And he inherited that state, so it was not possible for anybody to oppose him. Without these two names, you will not find a third name in the Quran or in history where vested interest tolerated any prophet. It is for this reason I am not tolerated. It is for this reason Hassan al-Banna Shahid was not tolerated. It is for this reason Maulana Maududi was not tolerated. It is for this reason many other people will not be tolerated. It is quite natural. There are Islamic movements, and all the movements are deriving guidance from the Quran in the same manner. And I will request everybody to join Islamic movement, whether in this country or his country of origin. Unless you join Islamic movement, you try to establish Islam, try to establish Islamic government and Islamic state, you will not be able to follow Quran as exemplified by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. At the end, I must say, as Brother Nasim also said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he exemplified Quran. He was embodiment of Quran. He was living Quran. He was real Quran. The book of Quran, you cannot understand from this book anything. You will be misguided if you don't try to understand Quran through the life of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If you separate the Quran from the 23 years movement of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you will not only be misguided, you will not be able to understand even what is Quran. Many verses will give you no meaning unless you try to study Quran from the life of the Prophet. These 23 years of life of Prophet, it is the real Quran, and he is the real Quran, the living Quran, the actual Quran, Quran in practice. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.